A high-risk, high-reward conversion attempt paid off for the Lords on the road at Catholic over the weekend as the team won 32-31 in double overtime. A thrilling victory for Kenyon, and we're joined today here on the KSC with head coach James Rosenbury. Coach, congrats on the victory on the road. A tough situation. We're down double digits midway through the third about, and the team rallies for victory. Thoughts on the win, and obviously very ecstatic for game one in your career.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the players. Faced a lot of, we were just very resilient, and we were down 11 at halftime. But I told them, I said, the only reason you're down right now, 3 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and I said if we play a clean second half, we're going to have a great opportunity to win a football game. And to their credit, they came out fired up. We tied it up in the third, real quick, jumped on them, and defense played out of their minds. They played the best I've seen them play all season, and that was awesome.
I thought so too. I mean, 17 points through 4 quarters, you're going to have a chance to win 90% of the ball games you're in like that. What did you make of the defensive effort? Obviously, as I mentioned, 17 points given up is pretty good before the overtimes.
Yeah. I thought our D-line up front, they played amazing. Everybody overall, the linebackers, Pacone, Dickey, Zaleski, they did a great job. The D-line, they were tough. We got a great D-line, and they're only going to get better with more experience. But could not be happier. Coach Good had a great game plan, and they really executed it well.
And on the offensive end, Merkel goes for over 300 yards again. We've seen that around here in recent memory. And a lot of guys stepped up. Matt Jolliffe stepped up with a career day. Justin Bosch stepped up, especially in the end. What'd you make on the offensive side? The guys really picked it up in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, we lost some weapons from last year's team. So I think we really spread it around. Jimmy Andrews on the ground had a great game. We really dedicated to running the football effectively. Merkel is Merkel. He played up to that level that everybody expects him to play, and then maybe a little bit more in that overtime period. And then, Andrus Belotis, Justin Bosch, Danny Russell, they all stepped up and played bigger roles. So I think that's going to be kind of our formula for success is spreading the ball around on offense. And it worked on Saturday. Hopefully it'll work this weekend as well.
Let's go to the 2-point conversion call. I saw Merkel and Bosch in the parking lot yesterday before we went and covered women's soccer, and I asked them what was the thought going in. You came out with that interesting let's go 2 parts. You came out with that interesting look that forced Catholic to take the timeout. Was that intended?
Yeah, we wanted to, because we'd been successful earlier in the third quarter with that formation. Merkel dove in for a 2-point conversion then. So we wanted to see that look again, and they called the timeout, which was great for us. We could come out in a whole different look. And, the play call was Coach Allison and Bosch were kind of on the same play because they were both thinking the same thing. Bosch mentioned it on the sideline, and Coach Allison was like, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So it worked. They executed it perfectly. Bosch caught it, got in the end zone, and then pandemonium ensued.
Talk about timing, because those pick plays, you got to be perfect without an offensive PI or anything like that, but obviously well executed.
Well, they call them rubs now. They're not picks, because picks are illegal. No, but they executed it really, really well. All 3 of those receivers did a great job. Freed Bosch up. Merck got it to him in the flat quickly, and he got into the end zone.
My final thought for you, obviously we need to clean up some turnovers. Ohio Wesleyan gave a very good defensive effort against Otterbein, and their special teams were awfully good too. Quick thoughts on OU, who's coming here on Saturday.
Oh, they're very, very talented, very well coached, a lot of really good players on both sides of the ball. Their quarterback he's a transfer from Ashland. He's very talented. Their defensive line is tough. Okay. So we're going to have to, the theme of this week is we're going to have to clean things up. So I'm going to be carrying a broom around for the whole week and out at practice. But if we can play a turnover-free game, take some turnovers away from them, we're going to give ourselves an opportunity to win a football game.
Okay. Coach, I want to thank you for your time. Congrats on the Week 1 win, and we will see you Saturday against Ohio Wesleyan.
Thanks, Clayton.
That was Lord's coach James Rosenbury. His team back at McBride Field for the first home game this coming Saturday at 2 o'clock against Ohio Wesleyan. We'll have coverage on athletics.kenyon.edu. For the head coach, I'm Clayton Kaufman. We'll see you next time on the Kenyon Sports Connection.